What's up, everybody? It's your girl Kiwan, and I am back with All the Queens Men. We are back with the final season, y'all. This is season 5, episode 1. I See Dead People. Y'all, what was I gonna say before I start? Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Click the notification bell button so you can be updated on every video. Make sure y'all like the video so I can stay in the algorithm thumb. Okay. Let's just go ahead and jump right on in because season 5 picks up with unalive D.A. Rides. Okay, we gonna call a fried ride for this episode. And Madam in this unknown space. It gave Scrooge and Marley before they told him he was gonna be visited by 3 Christmas ghosts. All right, that's all I wanted to say. Even in the unknown. Even in that space, Madam still don't play. Okay. Anywho, D.A. Rice tell Madam that she has an opportunity to turn her life around. And in order for D.A. Rice to leave the place of the unknown, she has to help Madam. And yeah, she has to help Madam. She has to help Madam turn her life around. I was like, ooh, girl. I don't know how far you gonna get. But whatever. So Tommy and Blue get Madam to the hospital. And Tommy puts Madam on a gurney. And he is frazzled. He was like, y'all have to help her. They immediately take her to surgery. They ask, what's the victim's name? Blue was like, Madam's no victim. Blue, if you don't answer this question, I'ma smack you. Okay, I don't say that loud because that lady might come looking for me. But anyway, Blue, girl, you know what they meant. Blue said she's nobody's victim, ma'am. She was a victim of a crime. Okay? Answer the question. So she was like, Marilyn DeVille. And so they took her back to surgery. They was like, listen, we got her covered. We good. We just hold tight. They was like, can I ask who you guys are? And it was like, we're family. Fine, we'll let y'all know what's going on. So they took Madam to the back. So Tommy's crying. He's just all over the place. So Blue was like, listen, you got to calm down because Madam's going to be okay. So Tommy was like, I'm going to unalive the person when I find out who did it to Madam. She was like, I get that, but I need you to calm down because she's going to be good. Just calm down. He was like, she can't be unalive. She not. She's strong. She not. This Madam we talking about. So, in the next scene, we see Tandy land on a couch. And I guess she's watching the news. Well, she is watching the news, so she hears what happened to Madam. She sits up. And she grabs her blicky and she just like frazzled, taking the clip out, and she just rattled. And here come Quincy coming out of the room or wherever he was coming from, and she puts a blicky under her pillow. And so she asked Quincy, I guess she didn't remember what happened. And she was like, what did we do? And he was like, well, shit, we took pills, we drank, we sucked, then, they did the thing. And then he said, I had to leave because you was ranting about Madam, and that was a bit scary to me. Okay, so in my brain, I'm like, okay, you got to be suspect number 1. Okay, I'm like Dean Davenport. You are on my list. If you know, you know. Shout out to Dean Davenport. Okay. Anyway, so all the guys are at the hospital except for Midnight. I think Amp was on his way, and Dime was too. Amp comes in. No, Trouble calls Midnight. He's not answering, so they think Midnight is into some. But he's not, because they don't know that Midnight was stabbed by crazy, I forget her name. What's her name? Angie? I forgot that girl name. Renee. He was stabbed by crazy Renee. And so, what was that? Anyway, so nobody answered, and what's his name came? Amp came, and so he asked Blue what happened, and she was like, "Listen, we don't know much. We just know she's in surgery right now." Fine. And so Dime show up, and everybody just sitting around waiting. So then we see Tommy in the corner crying and praying. So Blue was like, "Nigga, you praying?" I don't know. She asked him, was he praying or was he crying? So, and then we see Concierge in another corner lurking and creeping. Like, sir, why are you here? Why are you here? You was at the lady trial. You was on the stand. Like, what do you want? Okay, what do you want? Okay, because outside of you being concierge, we on kind of like you, but you know, I'm just being petty. No, for real. What do you want, concierge? Okay, so I guess he creeping around the hospital so he can get in Madam's office. And so here come aggravating as Detective Damn Davis. Girl, what do you want? They just started operating on the lady. And you asking, as soon as she wakes up, call me. Girl, nobody wants to look at you. Nobody wants to look at you. All you want to do is harass people. Go find something to do, because you're working on our nerve. Okay? Anyway, Midnight shows up, can barely walk, shirt all bloody and ripped up, sir. This is definitely a Tyler Perry thing, because we thought you didn't make it. Okay, let me say, I thought you didn't make it. I thought this was the end of you. Okay? And they had to call a nurse, you know, because Renee tried to slice and dice him. So he ended up kind of passing out a little bit. And he tells them that he passed out after Renee sliced and diced him, and then he came to. Once he came to, he looked at the text message and saw that Madam had been pow-powed, and then he made his way to the hospital. And when I tell y'all, if come hook or crook was a person, Midnight will be that person when it comes to Madam. Baby, okay? Midnight, let me tell you, if nobody haven't been solid, and all of these men have been really solid to Madam, I will put Midnight always at the top of my list, and then Doc when it comes to, and then Midnight and Doc when it comes to the list of, or maybe Amp. I don't know about them, but when it comes to somebody being top tier and solid for Madam next to Tommy and Blue, it will always be Midnight for me. Okay? Anyway, back in the unknown, D.A. Rods reminds Madam how much of a terror she is to people, and, you know, and throughout her entirety. And that she would get to see how much a terror she was, and how she would have to make a decision. So back at the hospital, raggedy ass, crunchy wig wearing ass Tony come running in there with that fake ass crying like, girl, get the fuck out of here. Talking about, not my sister. Girl, Tony pissed me off. Okay? Tony pissed me clean off. Because Tony, ma'am, you ain't Carla, ma'am. No, this ain't it. Okay? Like, Amp was like, girl, you don't care about Madam. Okay? You don't even care about the Lord. Like, girl, go on somewhere with all of this. All you care about is this lady's money and whatever you think you gonna get, because you think this lady back here about to die. That's what you already think. Like, you on some bullshit. So him So him and his mama get the tussle. You know, they tussle, but they start to get into it. Diane passed out because y'all know she's still pregnant with that little light skinned baby with that curly hair, the other stripper. Okay, but she ain't telling Amp that because she don't know who her baby Dee Dee is. Okay. So Tommy and Blue are, I think they're just sitting in front of Madam's door. Here come this stupid hoe again. Girl, Detective Davis, girl, we thought you was gone. Why are you here? She walk up to them and just start to interrogate them, talking about it's mighty funny that, you know, this happened while you was gone. And I just feel like, ma'am, like Tommy said, Tommy cleared her about her mammy on his nuts or something. I don't know. But I was glad Tommy cleared her. Like, girl, if you don't get out our face and go catch the people or the person that may have done this to Madam, okay, you trying to get answers from us. We ain't it. And you know we ain't it. You just feel like being a nuisance. Get out our face. Okay? So then Carla walks in, just accusing Tony of pow-powing Madam. Like, did you do this? Carla. Girl. Carla. This ain't it either. Okay, Ronnie? Girl, Ronnie. Okay, I was like, girl, what are y'all doing? Because both of y'all ain't shit. Let's be all the way clear. Y'all cannot wait for this lady's eyes to close so y'all can get whatever it is y'all want from her. But y'all think y'all can. Yeah, I just can't. Anyway, moving along. Concierge grabbed Tommy on his neck, and he must have had something. So whatever it was, it immediately knocked Tommy out. He goes into Madam's office, and he was like, I think he said something about her life. You know, I bet you wish you can, you know, if you had a chance to do things different, what would you do? I tried to give you an out, but you wouldn't take it. And it's like, sir, what do you want from this lady? Like, I'm just trying to figure out, concierge, what do you want from Madam? She didn't want the life you gave her. She wanted whatever she wanted. He tells Madam, he was like, I warned you that this would happen. I was like, here we go. But I will say, I don't think I'm gonna put him on the suspect list, but I won't put him on the top of the suspect list. I won't put him on the top. So then we see the city of Atlanta. They put I think that ordinance, city of Atlanta ordinance up or something like that. They put it on the doors of Eden, so they shut it down. Y'all know that ain't gonna stay like that for long. So the daddy comes, James. Y'all know he has to be incognito. Okay, he came with his glasses and his hat, and it's all black, and his, you know, he had that eye patch and his shades. So when Tommy finally comes to, because at this point, Tommy finally comes to, and all three of the men are in the room. So he was trying to go at concierge, but James was like, no, not yet. This ain't it. The nurse comes in. No, you gotta go. Y'all have to leave. Yada yada. So concierge leave. So James was like, not yet. James want to unalive concierge, and I don't blame him. But concierge is a whole lot quicker, and I don't know how James is going to do this. Okay, we seen him make one attempt, but that was it. Anyway, so the guys are sitting in the waiting room and with Trouble, and they talk about Madam. And no, I'm sorry. The guys all decided, along with Trouble, to go to Maddie B's because they wanted to eat, because they felt like sitting here wasn't going to do nothing, and they were hungry. So they sitting there, you know, they talking about Madam and just kind of, you know, just sharing some moments. And Trouble was like, listen, I want to know if Eden gonna be closed because I need to make my monions, and I just got back into VIP. Okay, that's where I make all my money. Okay, so they was like, ma'am, you real selfish. Now broke ass Babyface sitting there eating all them plates that Doc, my baby daddy Doc, thought he was gonna have to pay for. And let me tell you something, Doc. You don't go spending no money on no damn Babyface. You didn't run that by me. Okay? Don't do that. Okay? If it was for Fuego, I'd be like, okay. But this raggedy, homosexual, nah. So apparently, this older woman that was sitting at the table, that was sitting at the la bar, she paid for Babyface's tab. And he's so damn desperate because he's sleeping in his car. Alright? He went right over there to go thank Miss Gilda. Okay? Her name ain't Miss Gilda. Her name was something else. But initially, I called the lady Miss Gilda. Miss Gilda. So Nurse Nasty. Okay, Nurse Nasty had a body. But Nurse Nasty and her face card was pretty. Her face card did not decline. Okay? But Nurse Nasty went into Doc's room. She was trying to keep it professional. And she was like, the cuts were deeper because of your muscles. They didn't go any deeper. So he was like, good thing I worked out. So he started to flex his little pecs, his big old pecs and whatnot. And all his taco meat. And so she just bit her lip. And I already knew when you bit your lip, I already knew what time of day it was. I knew you wanted to sit in two places on that man. In that hospital bed. Okay? I said, girl, I'm going to go on Nurses and get your license. And report your license. Okay? Because you are very unprofessional. You look like you finna I saw it. As soon as you bit your lip, I knew something was getting ready to go down. Alright? So Dime passed out. She's sitting in the hospital room. The doctor was let me tell y'all about Dime. Dime was looking a little raggedy. Okay? She ain't put no oomph to nothing, I guess, because she pregnant. Okay? So the doctor tells her, this is normal in your first trimester. So the whole time, Amp standing outside the door listening, he found out that, that he the father. You the father. You the father. You the father. He found out he was the daddy. I think. But he found out he was the daddy. All right? So back in the unknown. And let me see. When he found out he was the daddy, he was just, I was like, he looked like he not happy about it. But, he had to process. He had to process it. So, y'all, in the unknown, D.A. Ross tells Madam, listen, if you don't change your life, what about the people around you? Your followers, your minions. They're all going to be unalive. So, there is this flash of her walking into the club, and hold on, and everybody is unalive. Blue, Tommy, all of the dancers, everybody in her camp is unalive. And she was like, that's not gonna happen to them. Everybody's gonna be fine, so she still haven't broken yet. So back in real time, the broke ass sugar Babyface is putting his best work in to secure his new place with the rich aunt. Well, she's not the auntie. With the rich seasoned lady. Okay? Samantha. Her name is Samantha. Baby Samantha is on a walker and she rich AF. Okay? I forgot what she said her job was, but she liked to travel. She liked to eat, and she liked to get eaten. Okay, Miss Samantha looked like she was running. She was packing it at about 66, 67. Okay. Okay, yeah, she got a driver and everything, so she got a little coin. Now, that's all. That's all. She got a little driver, so I don't know. I don't know, but you know what? Miss Samantha could be staying at a little old or the retirement home, and the little people from the retirement home drove her to Maddie B's, and when she says she travel, they take her to certain places. So she might be fluffing it up and got that little working her little social security check, you know, getting her little thing scratched. Okay, my girl said it still work. It ain't got no dust mites down there. Don't play with her. Anyway, Amp walk into Maddie B's and he runs into Fuego. And he lets Fuego know that Dime is pregnant, but he also asks him not to share it with anybody, that Dime doesn't even know that he know, because he overheard Dime and the doctor having a conversation. He said that this baby is his saving grace because he almost fell off the wagon. I guess with everything happened between him and his raggedy ass mom. So, you know, when he heard that, he almost fell off the wagon. So that, you know, having a baby is going to give him something else to live by. And I'm like, girl, when that man find out that this baby is not his child. Anyway, Tandy is still frazzled as, like, girl, did you do it? Because I'm really starting to put you as suspect number one. That's when I'm starting to put you as suspect number one. Anyway, Nurse Nasty Ass found her way back into Midnight's room. All right, she had on her hospital coat. She took that coat off and she had on that red bra with them red panties and all that body oddy sitting right in the inside of it. He was like, listen, you can sit on my face or you can sit in the place. And she sat in the other place. Okay? I said, my God. My God. Ooh. I don't know about her. It's always something about those women, though, that Midnight and Doc always mess with. And then let me point something else out about Doc. Doc is being looked at by people because homegirl has blasted him for, you know, her saying that he drugged her. And you did. You didn't do. You did do it. You drugged that lady. Okay, you drugged that lady. But anyway, Amp have a conversation with Dime when they get home, and Dime is going to work my nerve this season. I hope not, but she may just work my nerve this season. But I'm gonna try to let Dime live. She gets mad at him because she saw the bottle, even though he didn't drink out of it. She didn't let him explain. She just left and was like, "You're lying." And Dime, girl, fine, okay. So, before she found the bottle, Amp lets Dime know, listen, I overheard you and the doctor talking, because he was trying to give her a pillow for her back. He was trying to rub her feet. And she was just acting like she was so annoyed and aggravated because you're not being fully honest with this man. And that's just what it is. And I think that's why you're acting funny and kind of pushing him away, because you're not being fully honest. Anyway, he tells Dime, listen, I overheard you talking to the doctor and I know that you're pregnant. And then she sees the bottle and she flipped, and I was like, girl. Anyway, we back in the unknown. First of all, my question, how are you already unalived and you get unalived while you're already unalived? Okay? D.A. Roz worked on Madam Nerve so much that she unalived her in the unknown, and in real time she opened her eyes. She opened her eyes and she removed the breathing mask off of her, and and the episode ends. I was like, okay, this was fine. This was good. This was good. I don't know how this season is gonna go. I'm assuming it's gonna go like all these other shows. We'll get 8 episodes. We'll get this break. I don't know how long the break is gonna last, and then we'll get the last. We'll get 8 and 8. I'm assuming. I'm just gonna make an assumption. We'll get 8, and then however we get the first half, we'll get a break, and then we get the next half, and then that is it. But yes, the episode ends here, y'all. I have nothing else today. But this is your girl Kiwan, reminding you to keep showing up, keep growing, stay true to yourself, and I will see y'all in the next video. Let me know, drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all thought about this episode. Let me know what y'all think about Dime and Amp. Let me know what y'all thought about what y'all think is gonna happen in this season. Let me know who y'all think shot Madam. Who do y'all think shot Madam is the question. Who do y'all think shot Madam? Okay. Let me see. Yes. So yeah. Drop down in the comments. Let me know, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye.